Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. In a previous video, as you see on the screen, I shared with you a trap that a lot of traders fall into. Alright, so in a nutshell, you can see that, and this is from a previous video, alright, you can see that on this time frame, on the daily time frame, everything is looking bullish. Alright, everything is telling you to buy from the nearest point of interest, for example, from this one right here, from this order block or this imbalance. But if we go just one time frame above, everything changes. Alright, let's go to the weekly time frame. Here we go. So on the weekly, you can see that bullishness on the daily time frame now is not looking that bullish. Right, you can see this candle right here. It's not something that you want to see when you're looking for longs. And if I ask you again, do you still want to look for longs on the upcoming week? Now things have changed, right? So I gave you the bias for that week that we're likely to see a bullish or a bearish next candle. All right, and if you go to trading view, that's exactly what happened. All right, let me bring that here. And although the daily looked very bullish, but the weekly is not, right? And this was the target, and on the previous video I shared with you that this is the target, although this looks like a protected low, but this was the target because of the weekly rejection. All right, let's close this video, and you can see that we met that target. So today I'm going to show you a trade that I took based on that bias. So you can, because a lot of times a lot of traders will have the right bias, all right, but they don't know how to enter. They could enter and still take a loser, and their bias can still be right. All right, so I'm going to show you how you can combine higher time frame analysis with lower time frame entries and wait for that perfect moment to enter with low risk. All right, so let me show you the trade first. I took a screenshot of it. All right, on futures, this is the sell and this is news. So I expected news continuation, and I'm going to tell you why. Because sometimes the news will manipulate, so it's better to wait. But in this case, I expected a continuation for the news. All right, so let's go to trading view and show you what happened inside here, so you can understand how you can combine higher time frame with lower time frame. So let's start with the daily time frame. All right, so on the daily time frame, we can see that we violated this imbalance right here, so it can act as a resistance next time once we violated right here. And also there was this imbalance here. All right, you can see it here. If we go to the 4-hour, it is also, so just because on the daily time frame we violated that imbalance, this small one right here, you can see that we close above it. It doesn't mean that we are bullish, because on the 4-hour we can see that, let's remove this one, we still have this whole block that can push price. All right, we are returning to it, so that imbalance is not that important. This right here is the invalidation level. So if we traded above this one, now everything is going to change, and this might be the pullback, and we're going to go and make another expansion, right? But this is still valid for us. So we returned back to it when we were here. All right, at Monday we started a new week. You want to see a move to the upside first. All right, you want to let the pullback ends first. So this is what we have on the 4-hour. Not a lot of things to work with. Let's go to the 1-hour and see what happened. But again, I couldn't find an entry from here. Price action was not the best. I was waiting for this to get taken. This would be the most obvious sell opportunity. And let me show you the XY. So notice this one, and this is was my analysis on the DXY. This is what I was looking for. price to trade below the imbalance or the consolidation right here, tap into this imbalance, and that would be the high from here. All right, or at least we trade below this one. Let me remove this. We trade below this one and USD fails to make that, or vice versa, and that would be the perfect sell opportunity in your USD. But unfortunately, both of them couldn't take this high, and the XY couldn't take that low. So there is still a chance that we're gonna manipulate one more time to the upside to take that high. So I didn't take it, and what happened is that price just continued to the downside, and it didn't give me that chance. All right, so that was a missed setup right here, or there wasn't a setup at the first place, at least not for my taste. All right, so I had to wait for another day and waited all the way to Thursday to get a chance to enter. Again, there was still targets. For example, there was still this low, and overall that low right here. So now let's talk about Thursday and how I was able to find an entry. So this was Wednesday, and then we started pulling back. All right, we start pulling back to the upside to balance some imbalances right here. All right, and look what happened. This was the Asian high. We traded to the downside, and one more time during London. All right, I think this was the lunch hour during London. We traded and swept the highs from here. Manipulation above the highs. Let's go to the 15-minute to see them better. So we took the Asian highs right here at midnight. You can see the sweep right here. Now, if we bring DXY to the mix, we can see that we have another confluence. We have the SMT right here. DXY couldn't make that low, couldn't take the low from here, while the USD took the high from here. This is a really nice confluence. All right, we have another confluence in GU. So the best short right here, best practice was to short GU. We can see that GU was couldn't make the high from here, while USD made that high. You can see it here. So the best short was GU. It tells you that the pound was the weaker currency right here, and you can see that it gave a decent move to the downside, but USD was still a nice short. All right, so let me show you the news. There was a news at 8 a.m. here, and why I predicted that the news is not gonna sweep again, simply because we already swept right here. We already had the sweep here, and we had that SMT, so I knew that there's a good chance that we're gonna trade to the downside. So I took my entry. Once we broke this low right here, I took my entry from here. And what happened is that the news did manipulate, but only the high from here, all right, into this imbalance, not above this one. Let's go to the 5-minute and see it better. So here's that news manipulation, and I believe there was an SMT here. So this was another entry. It could be even a better entry with a better risk to reward, and you can see price just melted to the downside, right? So I think there was an SMT here. Yes, you can see the high from here and the highs from here on GU. GU couldn't make that new high. And DXY, do we have something? Yeah, so even DXY, it couldn't take the high from here. So the entry was from here, stop loss here, and I took my TP somewhere around here. But this was also another entry once we broke the low from here after that manipulation, right? Something like this. And you can see it's even better in terms of RR, right? and eventually we took that low and we had a pullback. So that was today's video. If you have any other questions, you can always DM me in my Twitter account or leave a comment down below and I'll answer you as soon as I can. Now happy trading and good luck.